A few years ago, somewhere between 2010 and 2011, I began to experience extreme pain on my right shoulder, to the point I couldn't raise my hand or even put my shirt on. I went to see the doctor. He did an x-ray and he told me, "You have arthritis. Take these anti-inflammatories and get used to living with pain." I did not accept that, and I began to declare. It was a very painful year. A year and a half went by, and I continued declaring and prophesying that God would do a miracle on my right shoulder. I went back to the doctor and asked to see a specialist. Maybe they could do some tests, maybe something else. When the specialist did a bigger test, he gave me a worse diagnosis. Osteoporosis, shrinkage of bones. He gave me a page and a half full of all the problems related to my shoulder. He asked me what was my profession. I told him I travel a lot. He said that's the result of all these years carrying heavy luggage from here to there. Years of lifting up your children and heavy bags. And the movings, so many times I helped members of the church move. And I went before God and I said, "Lord, remember, this was not done purposely while playing around. This was done while working in your kingdom." And I began to declare, I began to prophesy. They gave me some very painful injections with no results. Eventually, I continued declaring even throughout the pain that God is a God of miracles and wonders. I continued confessing and declaring, and I remember clearly. I remember while I was in California in training, an elderly gentleman that was there came in agreement with me. He prayed for this pain, and the pain was gone overnight. Never again did I feel that pain again. God reminded me for the second time the importance of declaration, the prophetic, but above all, the prayer of agreement. It was there that we started our program, Believing Together. Matthew 18:19. If you still haven't heard of this program that's on Facebook, Believing Together, in the year 2021, we have celebrated our 4th year of being on the air. We've had testimonies from people all over the world, testimonies of cancers being healed, financial restoration, people who started businesses with literally nothing and now were successful, and so many testimonies that prove the power of the prayer of agreement. Now, I don't have super faith. You don't have super faith. But when we unite in prayer and execute Matthew 18:19, we will see that everything that we ask in prayer, believing here on earth, will be done by our Heavenly Father who is in heaven. I encourage you, if you haven't read it and started in the back, read it completely, start to finish, and start practicing what we have shared with you in this book. Don't forget, prayers that change families. Your family.